Sometimes a nigga need to get away. Well, I can run and put the away. Like how the f supposed to lead this way. The same, it's just a different day. If we being honest, look back. Very interesting artist, man. To my recollection, she just kind of appeared out of nowhere. Hey, she's fire. When I first heard one of her songs, I thought it was just a random anime outro. I'm not gonna lie to you. As she released more and more songs and they, you know, climbed the TikTok charts, I started to learn more about her. It wasn't like I was really like doing extensive research on her. I just kind of, you know, whatever was revealed on the internet, that's what I would see. I would consider myself a fan of her music. I seen that she just recently released a EP, album, whatever you want to call it. 10 songs, only 19 minutes. And I wanted to check it out on the channel. I really like the cover art. It's very Halloween, man. It's very spooky season. And I'm a big fan of spooky season, man. First song we got on here is Pain, which I've already heard. But let's get into it. She's hard. Let me calm down, man. Let me calm down. She's hard, bro. Had a few dreams about you. I can't tell you what we did. Next track is I Must Apologize. Okay, so that was I Must Apologize, and my baby, you ain't gotta apologize at all. That song was fire. That song was fire, man. Her music reminds me of like early 2000s spy movie soundtrack type stuff. When you hear her shit, like you just wanna just start either transcending and floating or fucking running, bro. Like you just wanna just... So the next track we got on here is Last Valentines. I've gathered that she is from the UK. You know, she mentions in the song called 999, which I believe is the emergency number for UK, right? I don't know, my nigga. I don't know. Now, you know, I don't want to assume, but I'm guessing she's a black queen. This channel 100% supports black. Every time, my nigga. All forms of it. You know what I mean? 100%. We support that over here. We support everybody too, but you know. Track number 4 is Passion. Definitely heard this too. And tonight I think I lost the plan instead. I think Passion was the first song that I heard from her. This is a song that I said sounded like an anime outro or an anime intro. They say I didn't have passion to say. They call it sad, but they just started looking in the... Next track is Just For Me, another song that I've heard. Hey, I just love how that fucking just steps up like that. Yeah, definitely another one of my favorites. Track number 6, Notice I Cried. So far, I hadn't heard I Must Apologize, Last Valentine, and then this song. This is another one that I haven't heard, so. Hey! Another enjoyable track. It sounded like something they would use to put you in like a trance or some shit. She was talking in there too. And I've heard all of your lines. There's no lines that I like, so I'll take this as a sign you're a burden of mine. It started off like, damn, I'm sad to lose you. I shed my little tears about it, and then I realized, really, it was you losing me. You feel me? Like, you a burden of mine. I'm not a burden of you. It's split down the middle and there's 2 sides. You're taking the side that I don't even like, bitch. Talking that crazy talk to him. Track number 7 is Reason. I haven't heard this one either, so let's do it. I wrote this letter to remind myself the reasons I'm alive. I got the reason number 5. Hey. Right now it gets hard to believe. Oh, that's fire. Okay, so of the tracks that I haven't heard on here, that's definitely my favorite. She talking about some shit in there too, bro. Like, sometimes it's easy to get lost in like the vibe and kind of like not really pay attention to the lyrics. I caught myself and realized there are good things just ahead of me, but right now it gets hard to believe. But I know that I'm safe when I leave. You can't speak to me, and when I can't receive the words I know you mean, you think can set me free. I always talk about how I love transparency in artists. Artists doesn't compromise their messaging, or like can put what they are feeling and experiencing into a track without compromising like the musicality of it or like the vibe of it. Being an artist myself, I know how hard it is to combine those two worlds, transparency with great art. And I struggled with that for a minute. You know, I've recently came into a part where I can kind of speak on my feelings because I'm becoming more aware of my feelings. I'm becoming more aware of how I feel. Just knowing how difficult that can be, I always got to give props to fellow artists. So the next track we got on here is All My Friends Know.
Every time I look inside my house, I try to make myself believe.
Oh my goodness.
I spend not talking to my best friend.
My goodness. I love that track. Track number 9, 19.
I wasn't meant to be, now that I'm 19. And I wish that I could tell all my extras in detail.
A beautiful track, and the more that I listen to the lyrics, I gotta hope and wish that she's finding peace. As you get older, bro, I always describe it like this: as you get older, it's like a switch that just flicks off, where life was just automatic, it was just in autopilot, to where it's like now you really steering this bitch. You realize I don't fucking know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Through experience, you learn the controls. Through experience, you learn how to steer this motherfucker. You become better and better at it as you experience things, but you're definitely gonna feel like that turbulence. You're gonna feel those dips. You're gonna feel that anxiety and that pressure of like getting this shit right. Sometimes you just gotta like look out the fucking window and see that everybody's struggling to fucking steer this shit. You know what I mean? Everybody's struggling to figure this shit out, and that can be comforting too. It's alright, and it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be very successful. You are loved and adored by lots of people, more than you think. She probably won't see this, or she might see it, who knows. If you do see this, just know that people rock with you, people fuck with you, and that might not always be enough, but it is something to remember when you start to believe that you're alone. You can be in a fucking room by yourself, but in the place that you are in your mind, there's billions of people there. Like, there's billions of people experiencing those same things and feeling those same things, and that doesn't make it easier to deal with, but you can find comfort in that, because nobody fucking knows. And it's okay to not know. It's okay to relinquish that control. And you found something that is beautiful. Music and art is beautiful. That's a beautiful way to express yourself. It's a beautiful thing for the world. You probably hear it a lot. I don't know if you do or not, but shit, we love you. You know what I mean? Like, and we proud of you in this world. That shit might mean nothing to you, or it might mean the world to you. Just sending that love out to you, and I mean this shit genuinely. I don't say shit that I don't mean. Artist to artist, human to human, I'm proud of you, and you're doing great shit. So continue to do it. Fuck those retail jobs. Do your thing, continue to make great art, and by that, just continue to express yourself through your art. Don't feel the pressures of having to make good music. Whatever the fuck you put out is good music. Last track we got on here is Break It Off, which I have heard, but we got to end the video with this. I'm gonna go ahead and say the outro right now, because we're gonna just let this motherfucker fade us out. I really enjoyed this project. Being super introspective on here, sometimes that can be very hard, and I just want to say thank you for that. Let's go ahead and end this off with Break It Off.